Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of Success with Cess, where we help you make your dreams come true. Brought to you by the Guerra Group, where we help you make your real estate dreams come true. Today, we have another fantastic guest, Rebecca Bridges, and welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning.
Good to see you, and
You too.
thanks for being here. It's an interesting story. We met many years ago.
We did.
On a scuba diving trip down in Cozumel, and so much fun. And you recently got back from Cancun?
I did. Okay. We had a girls' trip down there. No scuba diving this time, but got to see a few of the fish.
Excellent,
It was
excellent. Well, Laura and I have taken a little bit of a hiatus on our scuba diving. It's been maybe 2 or 3 years since we went on our last trip, and we are jonesing for a good scuba diving trip.
2021, we're ready.
Yes, 2021. Edward, we've already got Cozumel lined up, and we're going to see you soon. But today, we're just going to talk, as the focus of the show is making your dreams come true. Rebecca works with consumers, residential consumers on the electricity side of your home. So the name of your company is electricityplans.com. Tell us a little bit about that and your experience in the energy business. I thought that was fascinating and really important.
So I won't say that it was a dream come true to work in energy, but I have been working in energy for 20 years, since the beginning of deregulation. I've worked at a number of different large brand name energy companies. And, in that time, I've learned a lot about how they price products and how they work with customers. And so working at electricityplans.com really is a dream come true, because I get to take my knowledge of the energy industry, I get to bring it out there onto the internet and help people shop for their electricity plans, either for their home or for their small business.
Right, and over the years, I think everybody or most people in the Houston area, in the Houston market, are familiar with Reliant. Mm-hmm. And there's been some offshoot, I would say, my familiarity with it is it's kind of like multi-level marketing energy, kind of like Ambit.
Well, there's a lot of providers out there. So Ambit and Stream are two of the companies that are multi-level marketing. Interesting. Now I believe that Ambit, is owned now by Reliant.
Oh,
and Stream is now owned by TXU.
They're multi-level marketing.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
but there are over 40 different retail energy providers out there. Some of them focus exclusively on commercial, and some of them focus more on residential. But there are a lot of providers out there. There is electricity choice in the Houston area. And, we have been in deregulation for 20 years now. But there are still people who think that they can't switch, that they need to stay with the same company.
Right.
But really, it's all about finding the best electricity plan out there that's the best rate for you, the best term, amount of time, and that might have certain features that you're looking for.
Okay. Well, one of the things that you mentioned to me that was kind of caught my ears was you learn how they price the product. Mm-hmm. And so how can pricing help the everyday consumer? Yeah,
I think that one of the things that I've seen in my career in energy is that prices do fluctuate during the year. During the summertime season, when demand is at its highest, that is when wholesale prices and then retail energy prices also tend to be higher. Mm-hmm. As we get into this winter season, prices do tend to be lower. There are some good opportunities for 12 and 18-month plans out there for people who are shopping for electricity for their home.
So almost like renting a house or renting an apartment, if you agree to a longer-term plan, you would get a better rate?
Yes and no. It really depends on the wholesale price of energy. And the wholesale price really follows the economics of the industry. So, for example, this summer was fairly mild. and we had a lot of consumers, more consumers working at home. We had a lot of major energy users, office spaces, theaters, all of them were shut down and were
Right.
not using energy. So there was plenty of electricity to go around, and that helped to keep prices lower than they normally would have been
Just
during the summertime.
typical supply
and demand. That's what it's all about.
Supply and demand. Yeah.
And it's also about what people are forecasting for the future.
Yeah.
Here in Texas, we are fortunate that we have a lot of wind and solar that is being developed, and a lot of innovation in the market.
Well, I think consumers are usually concerned on the bottom line. I think we all are.
They are.
Yeah, so what, as a percentage, how much could you save a typical resident?
It really kind of depends on when they have most recently shopped. At any given time, probably a third of the market is out there on what we call a month-to-month or holdover rate. That means that they let their contract expire. You know, everyone's busy. People
Right.
let their contract expire and they go on a variable rate plan. Well, in a variable rate plan, you don't have any restrictions on how much they can charge you. And so we will see people
Check your plan. Check your
bill.
Check your contract.
So we will have people who will submit, we will let people submit their bills to us online, and we can review it and give them recommendations for what plan they should go with.
Okay.
And we'll see bills coming in where they're paying 15, 16 cents, and they could be paying 10 and a half. So it can be a really big difference.
Also like a 30% savings.
It can be a pretty significant savings.
Yeah.
And then we would recommend that each time your contract comes up, don't just blindly sign the offer that the retailer sends you. You know, you will get a renewal notice in the mail from your supplier, but make sure you check like what price are they offering you and what price are they offering new customers. You know, a lot of retailers do not really reward you for staying. And
Right.
so it benefits you to shop and at least compare and see if you can get a better price.
That's a great point. And I think about that in many things that I'm a member of, and wanting to renegotiate my price,
Yeah.
like they say in business, everything's negotiable. So, Rebecca, tell us how best to get a hold of you, maybe your website and...
Sure. Our website is electricityplans.com. Going on there, you would simply choose that you're in Texas and enter your zip code and shop from there. Or you can shop by your average electricity usage.
So me as the consumer, I would go to your website, just put in my information.
Yeah,
and
all you're going to do is put in your zip code and you'll see all the rates and plans in your area. You can choose to search just by basic fixed price electricity plans. You can choose to search for free nights and weekends plans. You got all kinds of different options there to choose from.
And is the process to switch easy?
Yeah, it's really easy. I mean, basically, you'll enter some basic information, your name, your address. Now, the retailers do run a credit check, so you will need to enter your social security number or your driver's license, and that depends on the retailer.
So it's really, really easy. That's the main thing. So be sure to check in with electricityplans.com. And Rebecca, the tradition here at the end of the show is for everybody to get a song. And so I've already picked a song for you. And so let's rock and roll. I think you're taking care of business. So
Wonderful.
yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you once again for joining us. Once again, Success with Cess, where we help you make your dreams come true. Brought to you by the Guerra Group, where we help you make your real estate dreams come true. Be sure to subscribe, drop your comments, reviews, and guest requests maybe. Join us again next week, and we'll see you soon. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
You bet.